While the dangers of reheating meat are widely documented, the issues that could arise from warming up other foodstuffs are perhaps less well known. Foods packed with starch can be particularly susceptible to reheating mistakes, especially due to the popularity of ingredients such as pasta. Starchy foods contain high amounts of carbohydrates, as well as being crucial sources of energy, fiber, iron, calcium, and vitamins. They include foodstuffs that are used in everyday life, such as bread, pasta, rice, cereals, and potatoes. Products that are rich in starch contain a natural bacteria called Bacillus cereus, and it's this that can cause some significant problems when reheating food. According to Michael Mosley, a health and science expert, Bacillus cereus can create a heat-resistant toxin that has the potential to give people food poisoning. The spiteful toxin is formed in starchy food that has been heated and then left to cool slowly. It's almost as though the likes of pasta and rice don't want to be eaten. Methods to reduce the risk of food poisoning. Food poisoning risks related to other bacteria can be avoided by following a few simple steps when handling foods that are rich in starch. An important initial action is to store food correctly. Food not needed immediately for a meal must be refrigerated in a timely fashion below 5 degrees Celsius (41 degrees Fahrenheit), ideally within 90 minutes, and split up into smaller, sealed containers. It is suggested that when you warm up starchy foods correctly, they need to be heated to 70 degrees Celsius (158 degrees Fahrenheit) for 2 minutes, making sure to check that the food is piping hot throughout. It is further advised that foods high in starch should not be reheated multiple times, and, in what will hopefully be an obvious point, to avoid eating food past its expiry date. Starchy foods contain natural nutrients that are essential to a healthy and balanced diet, so it is important to be confident and sensible when reheating them. Why you shouldn't reheat food that's already been reheated. If you're a fan of batch cooking or meal prepping, both of which are great ways to save time during a busy workweek. Or if you have a big takeout order, chances are you will be spending the rest of your week reheating leftovers in the microwave, oven, or on the stovetop. Inevitably at some point, you may be looking to reheat something that has already been heated up once. But should you? And just how many times can you reheat something before it's bad? Note that leftovers should not be exposed to heat more than once. The more times you cool and reheat food, then the greater risk becomes of exposing yourself to contracting food poisoning. That certainly seems like a valid concern. However, that risk can be a bit mitigated, from a safety point of view, if you reheat your food properly. Follow these steps to properly reheat your food. It's important to make sure that the dish has been thoroughly reheated to about 165 degrees Fahrenheit, using a food thermometer to measure the center of the plate for an accurate reading. This is a particularly essential step if you are using a microwave to heat up your leftovers, as microwaves have a tendency to heat food unevenly. Even better, take out the food partway through microwaving and give it a good stir to ensure every part gets heated properly. If there are still leftovers, be sure to return them to the fridge within 2 hours. And if you can't finish those leftovers in 4 days, freeze them instead.